This session is designed to give you some marketing ideas that will assist you in increasing sales within your business. You can derive the maximum benefit out of this session by first downloading the Marketing Strategies document from our webpage at michaelandaustralia.com.au. This document has a column on the right-hand side where you can enter any ideas or action steps that you may wish to take in helping your business grow as a result of watching this training session. Note that not all of the strategies we're going to talk about may be relevant to your business. However, there should be quite a few that may be helpful to you. The first marketing section I'm going to speak to you about is positioning. That is, how do you want customers to see your product or service? Do they know the benefits of the product or service that you provide? How do you compare against your rivals? How do prices compare? What makes you special? How can you make your product or service unique or different? Sometimes positioning may simply mean where your business or your product is simply located. Is your product or service easily seen by many people? Please take some time at this stage to consider how you can position your product or service better to your customers. Another useful marketing strategy you can employ is to segment your market. The idea behind this is to ensure that you focus your efforts on those areas where most of your customers are. Doing so will save precious time and reduce costs. There is no point in wasting your time and effort on people who would never be interested in your product or service. Some of the ways you could segment your market is via location, age, gender, socioeconomic, occupation, employment status, and behavioral patterns. To give you some examples, if you had a delivery business, then it would be ideal if your customers were close to where your business was located in order to save time and transportation costs. Hence, concentrating your marketing efforts in your nearby community would make sense. Alternatively, you may want to provide your products or service to an area where no one else is doing so. As another example, if you provided educational products for your students, you may want to advertise in schools, approach the parents of students, and strike relationships with teachers. Please write down ideas on how you can segment your market. You can also increase your sales by differentiating your product or service. How can you make your product or service unique? Can you do this through price, quality, ethical position, appearance, color, service quality, or some special features unique to your business? Again, I will provide some examples to illustrate my point. Imagine you owned a bakery. One way you could differentiate yourself would be to provide some unique bakery products. For example, a special kind of bread or a type of cake that only you provide. Or imagine you own a photography business and you are the only one in the area that can provide aerial photos or videos through the use of a drone. What if you were the only restaurant in the area that could provide French cuisine? If you have a shop, do you have products within it that can only be available through you? There is no point in having exactly the same items for sale as the person 10 meters down the road. All you're doing is driving each other's profits down. Please write down some products or services that you can provide that make you unique. Probably the most effective way you can increase your sales volume is by being price competitive. This usually can only be achieved if you're able to purchase your stock cheaper than the competition, or you're able to run your business more cost effectively. Sadly, in many markets, the competition through price is so fierce that profit margins have become so small so as to make your business unviable. Please ensure that your business can sustain and remain profitable through price competition. Modeling your business should help to determine if that is the case. If the business is not viable, you may even need to abandon or sell your business and consider doing something else. How your product or service is distributed can also affect the viability of your business. Do you have access to cheap and reliable transport? Can you find a way of delivering your products or services in a cheaper way? For instance, if your business relies on mailouts, have you looked at email and other electronic communication? Is your business in the right location? For example, it may need to be close to public transport or a major shopping centre. Please write down any improvements you could make in this area. Packaging is another way you can improve the sales of your business. Ask yourself whether your product looks attractive and fresh. What makes it special or unique? If you were, say, running a coffee shop, is the coffee excellent? Do you provide good seating for your customers? If outside, have you provided good shading and pleasant surroundings? If you provide a taxi service, is your taxi always clean? Are you, as the driver, dressed well? Do you provide service with a smile? Do you genuinely care for the customer? Do you always arrive on time? Write some notes on how you may be able to improve your packaging. Most times, when people ask about marketing, they are referring to how they can promote their businesses. Whilst this is only one segment of how you can market your business, promotion is still an important part of how to grow your business. Promotions can be done through advertising, signage, brochures, and business cards. The appearance of your business is also important. Good lighting and colours can play an important role. Personal selling, lots of client contact, the collection of client lists and appointments will also help promote your business. Wherever possible, try and gain publicity for your business. Provide interest stories to your local newspaper. Get testimonials and other physical evidence from your customers and product suppliers. Consider if you have done everything possible in this area. The next marketing segment is probably the most important and cheapest way of growing your business. It is also the area in which most business owners fail miserably. What I'm referring to is the area of getting referrals. It is so simple, yet it is often forgotten. After you have effected a sale, all you have to do is ask the customer if they know of someone else who may want your product or service. If you have a written down sales track or questionnaire, please add this question to the end of the form. The reason this area is often forgotten is because you're usually so happy at having gotten a sale that you forget to ask. Hence, it is important that you remember to do so. Do it so often that it becomes a habit. It costs nothing and it is the most powerful tool to ensure your further sales. Forgetting to ask is an opportunity lost. E-marketing is another relatively cheap and effective way of promoting your business. All you need is a computer, the internet, and the email addresses of your customers. If you haven't got a computer or the internet, then ask a friend who has one, or go to an internet cafe or the local library. The creation of web pages, electronic newsletters, and becoming members of such social pages as Facebook and Twitter enable you to get your messages to many at very low costs. Branding is also another very effective way of making people aware of your business. The use of logos and letterheads can be most effective. Probably the best known logo in the world is the Coca-Cola sign. Imagine that every time a customer sees your logo, they automatically think of the product or service you provide. Hence, promote your logo wherever possible. On your packaging, on your letterhead, in emails, on t-shirts, pens, brochures. Make up a stamp with your logo and then use this wherever possible. Soon people will know you simply because of your logo. Please take some time to design a possible logo for your business. The last item that I wish to discuss with you under the topic of marketing is the possibility of exporting your goods and services globally. Not every business is suitable for this, but if you believe that your business lends itself to this possibility, then you will need to examine whether your goods and services are of export quality and whether they can compete on an international market. You also need to source a reliable, safe, efficient and cost-effective export system. Your government also has services available that will help you establish an export market. This concludes the session on marketing. I hope that you have found some ideas from this session that will assist you in the growth of your business.